G'day, g'day. How are you guys? I'll just give it a couple of minutes and see if anyone comes on. Hey, Tanessa. How are you? Let's go put this blind down a bit. Hold on. No. Okay, sorry about that. I think that's a bit better. It's got the glare off it. I'm pretty good, thank you. For a Friday morning. So we're gonna be making some incense blends today. And I've got all my crap out here ready. I'm gonna try and make 3, so hopefully we'll have enough time. And if you get a chance to make them, let me know what you think of them. If you like the smell or anything. If you don't like it, that's fine. We're all different. Hello, Sarah Lee. Working on dinner. Oh, that's right, it's Thursday night there. It's a lovely Friday morning here. I've got all day to kill before I start work at 6 tonight. I'm not impressed. Yeah, Thursday night too for you, Tanessa, yeah. All right, well, we might just get started, lovely. So, like I said, we're gonna make some incense blends. The first one we're going to make is a self-love blend, and I'll call that internal love. So for this one, we're going to need juniper berries, cinnamon. I wish it was Friday there. No, I don't wish your life away. Fridays are overrated. Oh. But I've got to work all weekend, so that's why I think they're overrated. So juniper berries, cinnamon, rose petals, chamomile, some catnip, and some lemongrass. So just like this, hold on. So we're going to start with the juniper berries because we're going to crush them up. Sorry, I look like a dragon there. Now my great measuring, I don't measure, so I go by the handfuls, or not quite handfuls, but I absolutely love juniper berries, so I'm going to put about 2 parts of them in, so a nice kind of, oh God, handful. Can you see that? Yep. And we're just going to give them a bit of a crush. Crush them up. Oh God. It takes a minute. Sorry about my facial expressions. Oh, I'm getting shit everywhere. Oh. Okay, so you want them fairly crushed up so they can burn properly. Get that beautiful smell of them out. I love juniper berries. Funny enough, I can't drink gin, which is what gin's made of, juniper berries. All right, so they're pretty crushed up. I think, yep. So I don't know if you can see that. They're pretty crushed up. I'm just going to stick them, oh God, in my bowl here. Once I get my rose petals out. I'll stick that one in there. Next, we're going to use a bit of cinnamon. So I want a fairly chunky stick, so excuse me. I'm going to break that up into small pieces, and I'll just sort of use my hands for this. You can use your mortar and pestle, and I probably will in a minute just to get it a little bit finer. So just sort of breaking it up into little pieces. Oh, it smells so good. Oh. All right, sorry about my facial expressions again. So crush that up a little bit more. And it doesn't, I don't mind chunky blends, so I guess that's up to you. How fine you want your ingredients. But you can see I've got a few big chunks in there. That's fine by me. All right, so that's not too bad actually. Put that one in the bowl. The next one is rose petals, and I've run out of rose petals, so I've got some little buds here that I had left from last season. So I'm just going to break them up, and I'm using pink, obviously, for a bit of self-love. So if you have pink rose petals, that'd be great. If you don't, just use whatever colour you want. But while you're putting in each ingredient, you're putting in your intent with them. So I add these rose petals for self-love. God, they're tiny. Oh, it's spring over here now. I'm so excited because I've nearly ran out of roses, so I can start collecting them again. All right, so again, you can put in as many as you feel you need. I'll put in one more. Put this one. All right. Oh God, get shit everywhere. Okay, so rose petals. I'm just going to add them into the mix. I might actually put them back in here now, because it's bigger. My bowl's tiny. Okay, and some chamomile. So 1 or 2 spoons of that. Mine's fairly, I've got some flowers in there, but mine's fairly fine, and that's okay. Just add that in. 1, 2. Give it a bit of a stir. Okay. Now a little bit of catnip. Oh, I've got some more over here. I'll wait a minute. I dried some last week because I was getting short. All right, sorry. Okay. So the catnip, I'm just gonna actually use my scissors, and I'm just gonna cut that a little bit finer. Oh, I love catnip. Okay, so just gonna cut that with my scissors so it's a little bit finer throughout it. Again, you can have it as chunky as you want or as fine as you want. It's up to you. It's your incense blend you're making. And I don't know if you could see that, but there's bits of stem in the catnip as well, and I just cut them up as well. Waste not, want not, I say. Cut that up. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Get it out. So I'm gonna add that. That's really nice and fine. Okay, I've got a few chunks of stem in there, so I'm just going to cut them up. Did you see that? It's flicking everywhere. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kenzie. Hope you're both well today, tonight for you, today for me. I get so confused, which isn't hard really, but all right, so just cutting them up a bit. So I'm just gonna get rid of my rose bits there. Just give it a little bit of a stir again. That's what it's looking like so far. Can you see that? I don't know. I can't see because of all the writing over my phone, so that's what it's looking like so far. Just put the lid on that so I don't spill it everywhere. Okay. And a little bit of lemongrass for this one. And again, remember you're saying your intent while you add them in. So adding the lemongrass again for self-love. And I'm just going to cut that again with the scissors fairly fine. Well, fine-ish for me. I do get it everywhere, but never mind. So just cutting that up. Gonna have to vacuum after this. Got shit everywhere. So add a little bit more. And like I said, I'm not good on measurements, so you'll get a feel for what you think you need more of or less of. Some people don't like juniper berries, so they might not use them, or they might just use a couple. Sorry, that's really hard, that one. Let's cut that bit up. All right, that'll do. Okay, just give that a stir in. Oh, it already smells good. Okay. So we're going to add 2 essential oils to this one. So we're going to add a little bit of rose. A little bit of rose essential oil. And I'm only going to add 2 drops of this one. I think I find it quite a strong smell, the rose. So I'm only going to add 2 drops, hopefully. Maybe. Or a few more. Or maybe none. If I can get it out. There we go. 1. I hate these stupid bottles. 2. All right, I think I added a few more, but never mind. So 2 of the rose. And then some bergamot. Let's get my eyedropper. Oh, these bloody sleeves. Hello, Ronnie, how are you? That's all right. I hope you're all's well. All right, so eyedropper, what did I do with it? There it is. I'm going to add about 4 drops of, if I can get any in there, of the bergamot. If my eyedropper wants to work. 2, 4, or 5. Okay. Pop that back on. I'm going to give it a bit of a stir. Try and get the oils throughout the mix. Oh, that smells good. Actually, I'm going to put a few extra drops of bergamot in that. Because my drop is stupid and won't work properly. There we go. Okay. Give it a stir. Let that get the essential oils through your blend. Oh, that Okay. And I'm going to pop that in there so you can kind of see what that looks like. Oh, that smells good. So that's our first blend, our internal love blend. I don't know if you can see that or not. Seriously, you can smell it from there. It does smell nice. Okay. Now that one's ready to put in your jar. Sorry, I've got a hematite tin. Label your jar so you know what blends are what. I found that out the hard way. I'm just going to add that into my jar. Try not to get it everywhere. And I'm going to try not to get it everywhere, but it didn't work. Going to burn this one while we make the other ones. So I'm going to light my charcoal block. Oh God, I'm so unorganised today. There it is. Okay. Let's get that alight. Okay, and then my collagen. Oh my God, that's smoking. All right, now I'll bring it over here so you can see. Just add a little bit onto your charcoal block. Oh, that's good. Oh, that smells good. Sorry, breathe that in. Get all that self-love in, girls. All right. I'm just going to dust off my notes because I've got herbs everywhere. So that was the internal love blend. The next one we're going to make is a protection blend. And we're going to, for that one, use 4 of the ingredients that we used in the other one. When I'm making my incense blends, I tend to use 4 in most of them, and that's the juniper berries, cinnamon, rose petals, and chamomile, because they're all for self-love, they're all for healing, and they're all for protection. So that's my base 4 that I use, mostly. Sometimes I won't add one or the other or something. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that on. Oh, that smells divine. Oh, that smells good. What I love about these is you get all those different smells of the herbs as they each burn. Beautiful. All right, so protection blend. I'm going to start with our juniper berries. So we get, I've actually got some. Where is it? I've got some already that I prepared like earlier. So I'll use that for the next one. So again, you're going to crush your juniper berries. Oh, my hematite's sticking with me today. Crush your juniper berries up. Oh, God. I like to really crush up the juniper berries, and they burn much better, and you get that beautiful smell from them. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty crushed up. Next we're going to add our cinnamon. Again, I'm just going to add 1 stick, break it up with my hands again. adding it in there. Again, you can have that as fine or as thick as and chunky as you want it. I don't mind chunky blends, so just give that a little bit of a crush up. Mix. Okay, next our rose petals. Where are all mine? Just crush them up in there. You can tell I'm down to my last resort. They're absolutely tiny, these ones, so never mind. They all do the same thing. So add them in there. Put these couple in. Right, I haven't added quite as many rose petals. I'm just going to add a couple more, sorry. They look so pretty in there, the rose petals. And again, while you're making it, you're stating your intent as you're adding each ingredient. So I'm adding the rose petals for protection. And this is just a all-round protection ones. If you're doing it for a specific protection purpose or something, then you can add that intent as well. Let's mix them up. Oh, that's a huge piece of cinnamon. And some cinnamon. Sorry, not cinnamon. What do you call that? Chamomile. Again, just 1 or 2 spoonfuls. You can see most of it's fine, but I've got some flowers in there as well, so let's add that in. Give it a bit of a stir. Get rid of them. Okay, giving that a bit of a stir. That is a huge piece of stem from the chamomile, I think. Break that up. Now, for this one, we're going to add 3 essential oils. And we're going to, where did I put them? There we go. We're going to add some sandalwood. Oh, I didn't get my other dropper. Hold on. Okay. So we're going to add about 3 or 4 drops of this one, and this is the sandalwood. I'm going to add a few more. Never mind. Hi, Jessie. No worries, Sarah Lee. You can hear. He's a rainbow lorikeet. He's my familiar. He's gorgeous, but he's not out today because he tries and eats everything. Not good to have while making incense blends. So just give that one a bit of a stir. And then I'm going to add some frankincense. And I'm going to add about 3 or 4, maybe 5, 3 of the frankincense. I guess the quantity is up to you because it's your blend. You know what you like. If you like that smell, and then you might add a bit more. If you don't, then you won't add it, or you will only add a couple of drops. Oh, okay. Give that a bit of a stir. Now the last one we're going to add is eucalyptus. Okay, so add this eucalyptus for protection. Don't forget to, as you're adding each ingredient, to put your intent into it. I'm not going to add quite as much of the eucalyptus. It's quite a strong smell, so I'm just going to stick to my 4 drops of that. But you can add more, you can add less, or you don't have to add the eucalyptus if you don't like it, or I think some people are allergic to it, so purely up to you. And give it a stir. Oh, that one smells good. Oh God, I love these. So that one's finished, so I'm going to actually give that a stir, and then I'm going to add this one onto the block. That smells so good. All right, so that's my protection blend, and I call this one my kick-ass protection blend. I burn this most days, just in the house, just it smells so good. All right, so we're going to add that one into our jar, our airtight container. Oh God, that one smells so nice. Adding that in, and again, don't forget to label your container so you know what it is. Add that one in. Get all the bits I've dropped all over the table. I don't know if you can see in there, that's what that one looks like. That smells so good. And again, I only added the 4 drops of eucalyptus, but it's quite strong in there, so that's up to you whether you add more, less, or none at all. All right, so that's my kick-ass protection blend. I'll put that one to the side. The last one, I'm sorry, I'm going to get the herbs off the notes again, can't see. The last one I want to make is a honouring ancestors blend. Hi Laura, has anyone got any questions or anything so far? Oh. Anything you do differently, or? All right, well, let's start the honouring ancestors blend. Now, when I make this one, I'm going to actually put this one aside because I'm going to be doing a live in a couple of weeks on honouring our ancestors. So I'm actually going to use this blend in that live. So if you make it today, or you make it before the next live, then you could also use it during that as well. A smell vision, I know, that smells so good, that one. And you get all the like I said, the different smells of each herb as it burns. Let's add a little bit more of that one on there. All right. So honouring our ancestors, and this might vary for you. You know your ancestors, so you'll know some of the things that they like smell-wise, or something. So you could add something totally different than I'm putting in. But this is one for it's a general one for honouring ancestors. But I am going to add a couple of things for my ancestors. So we're going to start with our juniper berries, our rose petals, cinnamon and chamomile, and I've got it all already made up here, so That's my chamomile, rose petals, cinnamon and juniper berries all mixed in. For this one, I'm going to add a little bit of lavender to honour our ancestors. So when I mixed this blend, the cinnamon was for protection. The juniper berries and the rose petals were for love. The chamomile was to honour my ancestors. The lavender is also as an honouring. I'm just going to break that up. Oh, Jesus, this is a bit, it's not so chunky. Just cut that up a bit. God, I'm so glad it's spring. I'm just about out of a lot of herbs, so I can start cultivating again. So I'm not going to actually, oh yes I am. I was going to say I'm not going to use a stem in that, but I am. Just going to crush it up. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to use the stem because it won't crush. Just going to add a couple of more. Just pull them apart, break them up a bit in there. And I'm adding this to honour my ancestors. Yeah, this bowl's not big enough. Okay. Oh no, I can't put it in there yet. I'm also going to add a little bit of star anise in this one. So not a lot, maybe just two and a bit, maybe. Yeah, 2 and a bit. No, yeah, 2 and a bit. Bugger it. And give that a crush. Oh. You can hear that crushing up. Do want that a bit finer than the others, so it's quite a potent smell, the star anise. So you don't want big chunks of it sort of burning. Well, you might, that's up to you. All right, so we're going to add that in. Actually, I'm going to put more back in here because it's bigger. So that's my dry mix. Of for the blend. So juniper berries, rose petals, chamomile, cinnamon, lavender and star anise in that one. Now for the essential oils, we're going to use 3. We're going to use frankincense, which I put here. Now I've got a fair bit of mix in there, so I've made a fair bit. So you could add 2, 4. I'm actually going to add 6 drops of this one in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's my frankincense. I'm going to add some cedar. Okay, and again, I'm going to, oh shit, did you see that? That just poured out. Well, I was going to add 6 drops, but I have no idea how many that was. I'll just add another one over here just to make sure. Now, the frankincense, sorry, when I was adding that, that's for protection for both myself and my ancestors as they come to visit. the cedar is for honouring, and rose. Again, I'm not going to use a lot of rose. I find it quite overpowering. So I'm going to maybe use 2 to 4 drops, probably 4, if I can get it out. 2, 3, 4, I think. Like I said, I'm not good at measuring. All right, and we're going to give that a big mix, stir it around. I don't know if you can see that or not. Sorry, I'm just going to move that up. So you have an honouring, Laura, you already have an honouring ancestors blend? All right, so giving that a big stir. Oh, I can smell the cedar in that. That's really nice too. Now, my charcoal block is still... You might want to let the oils dry up a little bit if you like. That's up to you. I'm not fussed. I'm going to add this one onto my block just to have a smell of it as it burns. All right, and then we'll just keep that in our airtight jar. I don't get it everywhere. Okay, now like I said, for the ancestral blend, I'm going to pop that aside because I want to use that. I'm not even sure when I'm doing it. Yes, you could definitely add tobacco leaves. That's one thing and I also got... Oh, I need my glasses. Sorry, girls. Where is it? Sweet tobacco. Thank you, Tanessa. I forgot all about that one. So I'm going to actually add a little bit of the... so I've got some sweet tobacco essential oil. I'm going to add a bit of that one too, as honouring. So to honour my ancestors.
Hello.
Hello, guys. How are you? Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much. How you going?
Good.
Smells fucking sick.
Yeah, you like that stuff? Sorry, guys. Daughter and her boyfriend are home.
Huh?
I'm just doing a live.
Oh.
All good.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
All right, so give that a stir in. That was the tobacco.
Yeah, that smells fun.
You like that
Oh,
one?
I love that. That is so good.
All right. Thank you, Tanessa. Right, I forgot all about that. I only got my tobacco essential oil the other day. I ordered it specifically for this and forgot to put it in. So thank you for that. Use a bit in the fire outside when miss my parents. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great idea, Laura. So we're coming up on fire ban season soon, so I'm going to have to stick to charcoal blocks. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that on here. Oh, that smells really good, that one. Oh, I'm a bit biased, they all do actually. All right, well that's it. So I'm going to put the lid on that one and I'm going to put that away for when we do our ancestral, honouring our ancestors live in a week or two. So can you see that my husband thinks I've gone crazy? So these are all my oils over here. He said, surely you don't need any more, as another box came through the mail the other day. You'll never have enough, doll. Anyone got any questions or anything? Ooh. Munchies.
His birthday is loaded up from Burger Man. And lots of your viewers American.
Sorry? Yeah.
Can I ask, do you guys get Burger Men? They so don't, do they?
Oh, no.
They're the best, guys. Little Burger
They're
Man.
good.
Would recommend if you see him.
Yeah.
Get it going.
Alright, so if you get the munchies while you're making your incense, you can have some burger now.
Getting some sun. Pip was going off a nut today.
Alright guys, well I'm gonna no, they don't get them there. Janessa doesn't. I don't need the shit anyway. Won't tell them that. Oh, vanilla back tobacco, yeah. That's a great idea, Jessie. Alright, well if you've got anything you want to add or anything that that you might do different to these blends, whack it in the comments because I'd love to hear. And I'm gonna go and enjoy our beautiful spring day here. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I'll see you in a few weeks. All right, blessed be, guys. See ya.